students, how are you all? Hope you will be fine as usual. Today we are going to start the fourth chapter from the book Flamingo, that is The Rat Trap by Selma Lagerlöf. So the rat trap, as a title suggests, it is regarding the pincher, that is we are going to take for the rat. Now about the author. Selma was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. This story is set in the middle of mines of Sweden, which are rich in iron ore. The story is narrated in the manner of a fairy tale. It gives us the message that the emotions of love and acceptance can reform others. So she is believing in love. She is believing in the acceptance of a person. And so if we see the theme of the story is that most human beings are prone to fall into the trap of material benefit. However, every human being has an essential goodness that can be awakened through understanding and love. A human being has the tendency to redeem himself from dishonest ways. So if one is going to try to redeem himself from the bad things, he is able to come out of all the bad things through love and understanding. और यही चीज़ हमारी स्टोरी में है. Now let's start the story. Once there was a man who used to sell small rat traps made of wire. These rat traps were made by him in his free time. He used to collect the material required by begging from the stores or big farms. Still, his business was not earning him any profits. Therefore, he had to beg or steal in order to survive. कभी कभी चोरी भी कर लेनी पड़ती थी. His clothes were old and torn. His cheeks were lowered inside due to malnutrition, and one could easily see the hunger in his eyes. So this is a description of a man who is going to make the rat trap, जो चूहे को पकड़ने के लिए पिंजरे बनाता था, और वो बहुत ही पुअर इसलिए था कि उसको अपने बिजनेस में कुछ भी ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट नहीं मिलता था. द लाइफ ऑफ द रेड ट्रैप सेलर वॉज वेरी सैड एंड बोरिंग. ही वॉज होमलेस एंड स्लोली. विथ हेवी feet he walked along the road, lost in his own thoughts. But one day he got lost in a series of thoughts which he found very interesting. The man was thinking about the rat trap, and suddenly a thought came to his mind that the whole world, which includes land, sea, cities and villages, was similar to a rat trap. एक दिन वो सोचने लगा कि जैसे रेड ट्रैप है जिसमें रेट आ जाते हैं, ये जो पूरा वर्ल्ड है वो एक रेड ट्रैप की तरह ही है. और एक बार आदमी वहाँ फंस गया, अगर कोई भी चीज़ में उलझ गया तो फिर वहाँ वो आसानी से निकल पाता नहीं है. तो इस तरह के थॉट्स उसके दिमाग में आते ही रहते थे, और वो सोचता था कि द वर्ल्ड which includes everything is like a rat trap. He thought that there was no meaning of the existence of this world. It was nothing but a temptation. एक लोभ है, लालच है. Just like cheese and pork which we offer as bait to catch the rat. rat को कैच करने के लिए, पकड़ने के लिए जैसे चीज़ रखा जाता है, इसीलिए ये वर्ल्ड में हमको छोटी छोटी लालचें दी जाती है. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, एज सुन एज समवन ट्राइज टू comfort himself with joy, food and shelter, he at once gets trapped into this rat trap which is known as the world. No one in the world had ever been kind to the rat trap seller. कोई उसके प्रति ध्यान नहीं देता था. So he started thinking ill of others. वो दूसरों के बारे में बुरे बुरे ख्याल करता था. It became a favorable pastime for him. During dull moments, these thoughts made him happy. So he continued with thinking ill of those who were known to him. जो उसको जानता था, वो जिस आदमी को, उसके बारे में वो बुरा सोचता था. He would imagine those people who were already trapped in the rat trap of worldly things and also those who were about to get trapped in it. वो सोचता था कि ये लोग जो है, जो उसके बारे में बिल्कुल सोचते नहीं हैं, उसका ध्यान नहीं रखते हैं, वो खुद कैसे हैं, वो एक दुनिया में वो जकड़ गए हैं, एक पिंजरे में जैसे वो बंद हो गए हैं. One evening, the rat trap seller was walking very slowly. He saw a little grey cottage by the road. He went up to the cottage and knocked at the door and to get shelter for the night. Generally, he was not helped by anyone, but this time he was welcomed by the old man into his cottage. वो एक कॉटेज में गया जो बिल्कुल अननोन था, लेकिन वहाँ उसने नॉक किया तो वो कॉटेज का जो होस्ट था, जो मालिक था, उसने उसको वेलकम किया. He was a lonely old man without wife and kids. वो भी वहाँ अकेला रहता था. The old man was happy to get company that night. So the old man gave him some porridge to eat and then shared his tobacco with the guest. माने अच्छी तरह से उसका स्वागत किया और उसको खाना भी खिलाया. After this, both played the cards. The rat trap seller felt that the old man was not only liberal in sharing his porridge, but also his secrets. सिर्फ उसने उसको पोरिज माने उसका खाना ही नहीं दिया, कुछ अपनी सीक्रेट्स भी बताई. He tells him that he was a rich man when he used to work on the rented farm. As he was old now and couldn't work, he had to depend upon his cow for his living. The cow gave enough milk every day to be sold in the factory that produced cheese and cream. The old man said that he was able to earn 30 roners last month because of the milk. Kronos is the currency of Sweden. और वो ओल्ड मैन उसको बताता है कि अब वो क्या काम करता है, मिल्क सेल करने का, और उसी में उसने लास्ट मंथ 30 क्रोनोस कमाए हुए हैं. The rat trap seller did not believe the old man's words that a cow could earn him so much. वो कहते काऊ इतना पैसा दे कमा सकती है क्या? And therefore the old man took a leather pouch which hung on a window and took out 3 notes of 10 kroner each, which were old and crushed. He showed those currency notes to make him believe that his words and then kept them back in the pouch. उसने वो पैसे वहाँ से निकाले और उसको दिखाए भी कि मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, देखो ये पैसे हैं जो मैंने काऊ मिल्क में से कमाए हैं. Next morning, both the rat trap seller and the crofter woke up early as the crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow. Even the rat trap seller felt that as the owner of the house had awakened, so he should also leave the bed. They both came out of the cottage at the same time. The old man locked the door and went to his work. The rat trap seller also thanked him and went his own way. दोनों सुबह जल्दी उठे. वो जो घर का मालिक था वो अपने काम पे लग गया. He has to work with the cow एंड जो रेट्रेप सेलर है वो उसका थैंक अदा करके वहाँ से निकल पड़ा. सो बोथ वर बी बिजी इन देयर ओन वर्क. After about half an hour, the retrap seller returned to the cottage and he broke down the window pane where the pouch hung. He took away the money, kept it in his pocket, put the pouch back at its place and walked off. The peddler was quite happy as he had money in his pocket. He then thought of walking through the forest as it was unsafe to walk on the highway because he feared being caught. After half an hour वो निकल तो पड़ा लेकिन वापस आया. उसने वहाँ से पैसे चुराए और पैसे अपने पॉकेट में रख दिए. But now at the time he was returning after taking money, he had not taken the highway because he was having the fear of he may be going to be caught. So initially it was not difficult to walk through the forest, but later on it got confusing and he forgot his way. अब वो जंगल के रास्ते जाने लगा जहाँ वो रास्ता भूल गया. He tried hard to walk in the right direction but in vain. At this point of time he stared, thinking that now he himself was caught in the trap of the world just like other people. अब उसको लगा कि पहले वो दूसरों के बारे में सोचते थे कि वो लोग फंसे हुए हैं ये दुनिया में, और आज वो खुद एक्सपीरियंस कर रहा है कि he was only going to caught in this forest. He was fooled by the bale of money which he had stolen from the old man's house. The forest seemed like a prison full of trunks and branches. It was like an imperishable prison. अब वो फॉरेस्ट उसको लगने लगा कैसा, प्रिजन के जैसा. It was December and got dark early. His hope of escaping the forest reduced. उसकी होप कम होने लगी कि यह फॉरेस्ट में से कभी बाहर निकल पाएगा. The danger of his life increased and there was no way left for him. He was so tired and terrified that he thought his end was near. As he laid his head on the ground, he heard a very strong, regular sound. It was a hard sound that was coming at the regular intervals. कुछ साउंड उसको सुनने में आई. He soon realized that these sounds were the sounds of hammer strokes from an iron mill. वो एक हैमर की आवाज़ है और आयरन मिल से शायद आ रही है. He thought that he could find some people nearby. और वो साउंड सुन के उनको ऐसा लगा कि नियर बाय ही इज़ एबल टू गेट द कंपनी ऑफ सम पीपल. So with this thought he gathered some strength and started walking with great difficulty towards the sound. The Ramsjo Iron Works was a large plant which had shut down few years ago. It had smelter, rolling mill and a forge. वो एक आयरन मिल थी, वहाँ आयरन का काम होता था. In summers, long flat corn-made boats carrying the material would come down the canal, go to a large inland lake for supplying material to the mill. In winters, the road turned black because of the coal dust that came due to the transportation of the charcoal crates. तो जो पूरा माहौल था वो कैसा था, ब्लैकिश जैसा, क्योंकि वहाँ ऑलवेज कोयले से काम लिया जाता था, आयरन का काम किया जाता था. सो द एटमॉस्फेयर वॉज वेरी डार्क. One evening near Christmas time, The master smith and his helper were sitting in the dark forge near the furnace. He was wearing a long shirt and a pair of wooden shoes. Now he is observing the people who were working there. Both of them were waiting for the pig iron which was put inside the furnace fire to be ready to put onto the anvil. और वहाँ पे जो दो वर्कर बैठे थे वो पिग आयरन का वेट कर रहे थे, दैट इज़ रो आयरन, जिनको उनको फर्नेस में डालना था. They took turns to steer from that mill to keep this iron inside the furnace. Now one could hear different types of sounds in the forge. There was a big bellow which was blowing in the fire with great sound. Also there was the sound of cracking coal. One could also hear the bang of the charcoal which was being shoveled by the fire boy. different तरह की वहाँ आवाज़ें आ रही थी क्योंकि वो फायर वर्क्स था, वहाँ आयरन बन रहा था. The sounds which were coming from outside the mill, these were of the waterfall. The high speed north wind which hit the raindrops against the brick tiled roof. और उसमें साउंड किसका ऐड हो रहा था? वाटरफॉल का. माने वहाँ जो रेन्स हो रही थी, तो वो जो रेन गिर रही थी, इट वॉज जस्ट लुकिंग लाइक अ वाटरफॉल. सो मेनी डिफरेंट kind of sounds he had observed that is coming from that iron mill. And it was due to these different types of sounds that the blacksmith didn't realize that a man had opened the gate of the forge and had entered. इसीलिए वहाँ पे जो ब्लैकस्मिथ बैठा था उसने रियलाइज़ ही नहीं किया, ये आवाज़ ही नहीं सुनी, ये जो रेड ट्रैप है वो अंदर आ चुका है. Many homeless people used to get attracted to the lights of the forge which peeked through the window panes which were covered with the black powder of burnt corn. और ये एक कॉमन था कि अगर फॉरेस्ट में कोई आ जाता था तो ये लाइट से अट्रैक्ट होके वो यहाँ पे आता था रेस्ट करने के लिए. He allowed the peddler with an arrogant consent by just nodding his head and didn't say a single word to him. तो उसने भी इसको एक ऐसा ही आदमी माना कि वहाँ रेस्ट करने के लिए आया है और इसके लिए उसने अपना सिर हिला के हाँ बोल दी. As the blacksmiths were accustomed to visitors, they were indifferent to the man. They just looked at him. The red trap seller's appearance was similar to that of other vendors. उसको वो लगा वो दूसरे गरीब आदमी जैसे वहाँ आते हैं रेस्ट करने के लिए, ये भी एक ऐसा ही आदमी होगा. He had a long beard, was dirty, wore old worn out clothes, टूटे फूटे कपड़े पहने हैं, and had a bunch of red traps hanging from his chest. The peddler tried to seek permission from the blacksmith to set over there and he got the permission. The peddler also said nothing because his main aim was to warm himself and sleep. The owner of the Ramjo iron mill in those days was a very ambitious person whose aim was to sell only the finest iron from into the market. जो उसका जो ओनर था वो बहुत एम्बिशियस पर्सन था और वो बेस्ट आयरन बनाना चाहता था. And therefore he used to keep a check on the workers both during day and the night. The owner was on a night inspection and visit when the peddler entered the forge. अभी ऐसा हुआ कि जो पेडलर है, पेडलर माने पैदल चलने वाला, वो रेड ट्रैप के लिए यहाँ वर्ड यूज़ किया गया है पेडलर. तो वो जब आया तो वहाँ उसका मालिक भी आ गया था आयरन मिल का. Unlike the blacksmiths, the ironmaster at once noticed the peddler, who was sitting so close to the furnace that steam was coming out of his torn clothes. He not only went near him but also removed the vendor's hat that was bent to one side so that he could see the man's face clearly. उसने नोटिस किया कि यहाँ ये जो आदमी है जो फर्नेस के पास बैठा हुआ है वो कौन है, और उसको देखने के लिए जो हेट उसके पहनी हुई थी उसको थोड़ा उसने खिसकाया. When the iron master took off the peddler's hat, he mistook him as an old acquaintance, Nils Olof. और उसको लगा ये उसका पुराना फ्रेंड है निल्स ओलोफ. The peddler didn't know him nor had he seen this man before. लेकिन ये जो गरीब आदमी था उसने तो ये मालिक को कभी देखा भी नहीं था. But he thought that if this man mistook him as his old companion and gave him some money out of pity, then it would be a good thing. उसने सोचा कि ये उसका फ्रेंड अगर समझता है और उसको कुछ हेल्प करता है, कुछ पैसे दे देता है तो अच्छी बात है. उसका नेचर भी तो ऐसा था, वो दूसरों के पैसे लेता था. Therefore he didn't let him know that he had mistaken him as Nils Olof. So students, now what happened afterwards, that we will see in the second part of this chapter. So just go to the second part so you can learn the lesson nicely.